Hello. What's up, everyone? I am back on YouTube after a really long time. It's been almost 3 years, but I am finally going to start making videos again, and I am really excited. A lot has changed in the last few years, and one of those changes was that I started playing disc golf. Um, my dad's been playing it for a long time, and a couple years ago, I finally was able to get me out and play with him, and I got hooked, and I haven't looked back since. So today, I would like to show everyone what is in my bag going into this year. It is very subject to change. I still need to add some things in before I start trying to play any good, like, big tournaments, but this is what it is at right now. So the bag itself is a Dynamic Discs Ranger bag. I got it probably, I would say, like the end of 2023, like in that like September, October range. I can't exactly remember when I got it, but I've had it for the last year, and it is a great bag. All right, start out my putting putters. I used to be putting with the Dynamic Warden, but recently one of my friends picked me up a Discmania P2. P2, I don't know what it is, but it just seems to come out of my hand a lot better. This one kind of was unreliable to get that pop out there, but the Discmania P2 for putting right now, and I've been really enjoying it. All right, throwing putters. I got this R2 Neutron Proxy from Axiom, and it is my understable turnover putter. So anything that I need to get that nice drift to the right without it coming back, I know that this will do that for me. Next, my straight to very slightly overstable. I got this Axiom Envy, Glow Envy. It's pretty beat in now at this point, but that makes it a really, really awesome, reliable, straight putter that will not turn over, but it will not like really bite back to the left at the end. So really, really awesome disc, and I've had some great glow rounds with it. And then last, for throwing putters, I got this Streamline Stabilizer. Really nice overstable putter. I can do little turnover flex shots with this. It is pretty stable for a putter. And like it kind of shocked me when I first got it, but it's a really, really reliable fade at the end. It has gotten a little bit more straight recently because I've had it for a little while now, but awesome. Okay, now moving on to mid-ranges. First one up here, my understable MVP Detour. I got this one in the 2023 Gyropalooza box, mystery box, and it has been really, really nice for a very specific shot. So I don't really pull it out very much, but when I do, it is just money. Next up, got Old Reliable, the Buzz, Big Z Buzz. I've had this for a really long time. It's starting to kind of take over the Detour slot though. It's gotten a little bit flippy in recent months, but still really reliable, dead straight. Now it's a little bit more of a hyzer flip, but it will go straight and it will go far. Next up, I have no idea what this is, so I think we found out that it was Gateway I'm not really sure the mold, but it is it's kind of like the Buzz, but it is slightly more overstable. So I can get a straight flight out of it for a while, but it will end up trying to bite out of it at the end a little bit. Okay, next up, recently got the 2024 Gyropalooza exclusive, the Simon Line Balance. This has quickly turned into one of my absolute favorite discs. I've seen that a lot of people, when they get theirs, it's surprisingly overstable, but this one, for me, it honestly takes over the slightly overstable spot perfectly. I don't really get the crazy overstability with it that a lot of people do, but this thing is just awesome. Forehands, backhands, it is just a workhorse. Next I got the Pyro, which a lot of people say their balance flies like, but to me this one is definitely more overstable. Really love this for forehands. I don't really throw it backhand very much because I'll just throw the balance, but forehands, forehand upshots, forehand approaches, this thing is awesome. And yeah. And finally, in my utility slot, I got the Discraft Swarm. It is more overstable than the Pyro. I don't really throw this that much unless there's a very quick dog leg to the right or to the left. I don't really throw it a lot on backhand, but it is a very overstable mid-range. All right, now on to the fairway drivers. I don't really bag any fairway drivers. I mean, I used to, but I've lost them all, so it hasn't really been my choice, but now there's not very many in the bag. I have yet to throw this. It is a Star TL3. One of my friends gave this to me to try out. Should be pretty straight. I'm excited to get to throwing it after it warms up a little bit, because right now in Iowa it is freezing. But the disc that I have in my bag for the fairway slot is this really cool dyed Volt, MVP Volt. Shout out Foo Flyers DGO, Robbie. He does a lot of good work, but yeah, this thing, I think it's a really underrated disc from MVP. I don't really see a lot of people bagging it, but this thing is a really good straight to overstable fairway driver. It doesn't really flip on me. It never flips on me. It'll just stand up, go straight for a little while, and then fade pretty decently hard at the end. But Neutron MVP Volt. And finally, we got the distance drivers. Start out, got my roller, the 2024 Gyropalooza Vanish, Total Eclipse. This thing is very flippy. I can get it to a roller angle pretty quickly. I don't really throw rollers very much though, so this doesn't really come out a lot, unless it's glow in the dark, because this is the only glow distance driver that I have at the moment, so it's kind of unfortunate, but I make do with it. Next, I have two Simon Line time lapses. This pink one, pinkish red, is pretty significantly more flippy than my other one. This one doesn't really ever come out on forehands because I can never really trust it with the torque anymore. So I get this one on backhands for a lot of my max distance shots that I also want to have reliable fade at the end. And then this one right here is my stable time lapse. It is a lot more stable than the other one. So I'll throw this one on forehands also, and backhands if I want to have a reliable finish to the left. Then we got my baby, my Innova Corvette. It's my max distance ripper, and I really love this thing. My dad had this before me, so but he's getting up there, so his arm speed is not quite what it used to be, but it's still a awesome distance driver that I can reliably get a very straight flight out of. Finally, I got this wild thing, the Castablast Rask. 14304, I think, are the numbers. It does not fly like that, though, for me. It glides super far, and it is a beast. It is really, really nice to have a 14 speed that has a rim that feels like a 12 or 11 speed. This thing has a really thin rim for a 14 speed, but it is awesome and it is overstable. All right, so that's what's in my bag going into this 2025 season. I'm looking forward to getting out and recording some rounds. Some of them might just be with me, some of them might be with some of my friends, but I'm excited to get out and start doing that. Thank you for watching, and God bless.